Hey guys, Paul here. I'm just down here in Williamstown in Melbourne, Victoria. First time taking out this new Quintrex Renegade side console for Dad. I'm just running it in, getting all the Lowrance units set up, making sure everything's working, all our live wells, our recirc pumps. But at the same time, I still want to have a quick fish today. So I'm just coming up to this sunken barge right here and I'm going to throw a Cranka Crab at it. Just got an old brown crab that I've coloured in black texta in the past. The water's a little bit discoloured. We've just got an incoming tide at the moment, so it's going to clean up a little bit. Just running 4 pound leader. I'm going to pause about, the sunken barge is just coming up ahead. I'm going to pause in about 20 metres and then put the electric down and come up to it nice and quietly and see if we can get one. Alright, see how it's really shallowed up into 0.6 of a metre. There's not much water under there, but just put these out just in case. Just swinging around. I'll just put one right there. Keep a semi-tight line on it. That was a hit. Yep. He's on. He's on. Get him out. That's a nice bream. First fish in this boat. You beauty. Alright, well. Happy days. There he is. Probably about 35 to the tip. I'll just get him out. There's that crab. Alright. Good stuff. I'll get him out, take a few photos, and put him back. Okay. There we go. Hey guys, just pulled up. I'm not sure if you can see that, but those marks there, they're calamari. So on the down imaging, and I'm just coming over some reef. What I've got is a little squid jig that I'm going to put out the back into these rod holders. I'm going to put 2 out just drifting, and then I'm going to cast one in front of the boat as we drift along. What I've got here is just what's called Eggy Max. And it's a really, really good scent for calamari. So I'm just gonna loosen that drag right up. Not to pull the hooks, but also if we do get snagged on the bottom, just to ensure that we can go back and retrieve that jig without losing it. Just put that in like so. And then when that calamari takes it, we'll hear that drag taking off. What else? What other colours should we put out there? No. A couple more jigs here in my box. More of a ready sort of natural colour. These always work really well for me. Put this one over in this corner. Oh, I think we're on already. This one's bending. Alright. Now we wait. Oh, yep. We're on. Good calamari. Did not take long. tighten that up a little bit. Hopefully we get a second bite on the other rod. Often you get schools of calamari coming through all at the same time. So I'm hopeful we can get this other one to go off as well. Alright. It's a good calamari, this one. So you lead them into the net like so. Oh. Pop that jig out and you're good to go again. Just going to put him in this little back bait tank. And I'm just going to fire that up, put some water in there. Haven't even had a chance to finish tying my jig on. Alright guys, back out here on the bay. Just made a little move. And I'm fishing in about 6.5 meters of water, and I'm looking for King George whiting. So I've just got a couple of rods rigged up with these little worm hooks that I bought over in Japan for largemouth bass, but I think these are really going to do the job well on little King George whiting. Clean this up a little bit as best we can. Don't make too much of a noise, or too much of a mess rather. We're going to make a bit of noise, but that's okay. What we do is we throw that out either side of the boat. So the first one, just going to put out with a little piece of pippy. That's what you guys see here in front of you. All I'm going to do is just cut that little corner off, and I'm going to thread it on to this hook like so. Keep threading, and then we're just going to cover that point with the pippy. And that's it. All I've got is a little 3.5 gram sinker. There's that pippy, and all I'm going to do is just put it out the back into the area where I just threw that burley. And then we're just going to put it in this rod holder and sit back and wait. Back again, I've got the calamari out, and in order to dispatch them, you can just give them a short, sharp blow in behind the head and they'll turn white. Just like that. So as you can see, that guy is well and truly dead. And what I'm going to do is just take that head off. I'm going to put the tube back in, so we might eat that later. But what I'm really interested in are these tentacles for bait. We're just going to put that point of the hook in like so, that if a fish grabs it, he'll still find that hook. Okay, I'll just swing this out to the side where we threw the other bit of burley. Set my drag up. I want it to be relatively tight, that if a fish bites, the hook will probably set. What I might do is just wind up on this one a little bit. Alright guys, just making another move. Just seeing a few fish come through on the sounder there. I've got a couple of whiting marks. I found a bit of weed. This is all broken bottom through this area. I'm in the northern end of Port Phillip Bay. And what I'm trying to do is do some drift fishing before I anchor up. I want to cover a bit of water and see if I can find these whiting just by drifting through, just slowly hopping my baits along the bottom with this wind. I've also got a little squid jig out, so we'll see if we can get them just by drifting, and then if we can find them and locate them, I'm going to anchor up and burley up and see if we can get some more. So stay with us and we'll see if we can get some whiting. Cheers. Okay, we're on, guys. I think these might be little pinkies again. I just had a double bite. Yeah. Yeah, the other rod went a second ago as well, but we missed that one. And then this one went off right after it, so tipping it was just a small school of pinky snapper again on that little cocktail of squid and hippie. Just drifting. Just made a quick change, out a bit deeper, just burleyed up, put my first baits down, and I've hooked up to something a bit better than those little pinkies that I was getting before. I've gone a little bit deeper too, hoping this is a whiting that we've been looking for all morning. It's certainly going a lot better than those little pinkies. Could just be a slightly bigger pinky though, you just don't know. Alright, we'll get some colour shortly. What is it? Flathead. A little flatty. Okay. Just get this guy in. Guys, this one just buckled over. Let's see what we've got here. I might just back that drag off a little bit. There's a bit of weight there. I'm not sure what we've got. It's fighting very differently to the last couple of fish. It is a little stingray, little banjo. Oh, that would be why. Swing him in. All right, well that's an interesting capture. They're a pretty looking fish. No spikes on these guys, no teeth, very harmless. So, all right, we'll let him go. And he's off. Hey guys, back in Williamstown. Just been fishing around the top part of the bay. My day's almost done, but I thought I'd come back and throw a few crabs. Yep. Get out. Get out. Get out. That's a good brim. Oh, that's a good brim. Oh, it's a snapper. Cheeky bugger. I knew it went a bit too hard for a brim. Thank you. Ta. We're on again. That one ate it. Brim this time. Yeah, 1 sec. All right, let that guy go. Hey guys, all right, I'm back in St Kilda Marina. Bait cut up really rough just then, so I made my way over from Williamstown. Main goal of today was really to put some hours on this boat and engine. This little awesome package from Quintrex and Streaker Marine. So again, we've got the 460 Renegade side console with the 70 Yamaha 4-stroke. I've put about 2.5, close to 3 hours on the engine just today alone. This is the very first time out that I've taken it. I'm super impressed with the way it rides. Throughout the day anyway, it was a bit of a mixed bag, different to what I normally do. Started out fishing for bream, and then I was really keen to try and chase those King George whiting. I got some fresh bait and caught that calamari really quickly, but then struggled after that. Went out onto those little reefs and sandy patches and caught little pinky snapper, caught banjo sharks, caught flathead, but I couldn't find that whiting today, unfortunately. But such is life, and that's fishing, I guess. And then I finished up back in Williamstown, caught that really nice snapper or pinky on a Cranka Crab, and then caught one more bream on the Cranka Crab as well, and that was my day. I've got a nice feed of fish, so I'm just about to go home, clean up, put the boat away, and do a bit of a catch and cook segment, or cook segment rather. We've done the catching, so I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. It was slightly different from my normal, but hope you got something out of it, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.